Is this really the worst hood in El Paso? This is what this neighborhood is about. This is what it is, community. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Julie, and today Ren and I decided to come down to Segundo Barrio, drive around. We're gonna probably get down and walk around and show you all a little bit more about this neighborhood. And the reason we decided to come and show you all this area today is because we actually saw a video that says that Segundo Barrio is one of the worst, right? One of the worst neighborhoods in El Paso. And so I, as many of you know, grew up in this area, and that just doesn't feel like that to me. And so we decided to just come and show you the positive and the beautiful side of this neighborhood. Segundo Barrio, it's actually considered now a historic neighborhood. That's because there's actually a lot of rich history here in this area. I've actually recently learned that Francisco I. Madero, former Mexican president, actually lived here for some time. Pancho Villa actually used to come to a bar, and just kind of like mingle around with other revolutionaries. I'm not sure if he lived here. You have the Stanton Bridge, which is probably one of the most used ports of entries into the United States from Mexico. You have people crossing even till this day, like all the time. And I think it wasn't until after, when I got older, that I actually started to realize that people really did have a lot of negative things to say about this area of the city. I guess it's like any other city in any other part of the world, right? You have things that go wrong, and you certainly have situations maybe that are not the best, but I don't think that that's only unique to Segundo Barrio. If you are familiar with this area, with Segundo Barrio, I think that you would agree that it definitely has its own cultural taste to it. You can see murals all throughout this area, which tell a lot of its history too. Natalia's Mexican food. Of course, we have our basket of tostadas, green and red salsa, and my mouth is watering. Usually, green salsa tends to be a little bit more spicy. Some red salsas don't really have a lot of spice, to me anyway. So there's difference in flavor, difference in spiciness, I guess heat level, spicy level, and then also the ingredients used to make. Spicy, but good, which is good because I got the chile verde. Very good. So I have to say, my thing with red salsas is that sometimes it's not as spicy, but it has to have flavor. So there's not a lot of heat, but there's a lot of flavor. So it tastes like garlic and onion. It's really good. I got horchata. You can see the cinnamon on top. So horchata is a rice drink with sugar and cinnamon. I can feel a bit of the texture of the rice left over, but it's not a problem for me. Like, I actually like that. Oh, so this is like lemonade. Because you know how sometimes you order lemonade and it feels like, I don't know, it doesn't taste like real lemon juice and lime juice? You can taste it there. Look at this. I got chile verde with beef. Gracias. No, así está bien. I got chile verde, beef chile verde, potatoes, rice, my salad, beans, shredded cheese on top. Mole, rice, beans, cheese on top, salad. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm gonna eat it with a tortilla.
An actual book, and I said, put 10% better in discount.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my plate.
Ah, nos vimos ayer. Sí, ¿cómo está? Mucho gusto.
Oh, agárrenlo ya, nosotros ya nos bendició, nos bendice el Señor, ya vamos a la casa.
Bueno, un mazapán.
Dios lo bendiga, ándale, hasta luego.
Bye, same here. See what I mean? Like, we just walked out of this restaurant. First of all, the service there was great. De Jesús, pregunten por él. Muy rica comida, muy buen servicio. Visítenlos pronto. But we're walking out of there, and these guys, like, just stopped to say hi and, like, chat with us for a little bit. Like, this is what this neighborhood is about. This is what it is. Community, tight-knit community.
So, I mean, you can tell by now that it's really not what you think it is.
Yeah.
So this place is called
Natalia.
Natalia. Should come check it out. The food is really good. My meal was outstanding.
Riquísimo.
Love it.
Muy rico. Como comida en casa. It's like home-cooked meal. La carne suavecita. Ugh. La salsa deliciosa. Everything. It was good. We were even chatting with someone in there. Like, just everybody's so friendly. Everybody around here is just very warm, very friendly. This is what I love personally about this area.
So worst hood, debunked. No, it's not.
Yes, debunked. Okay, now, to be fair, I can see how someone like an outsider, someone who isn't used to maybe living in this type of environment, has no ties to it, I can see how maybe they're like, okay, it looks a little bit run down, and therefore I just don't think that it's like a great place to live in. I can understand that because some of these buildings have been around for a very, very long time. I mean, decades, and they're still standing. And back in the day, a lot of like farm workers would live in them, and they really weren't like the best conditions, right? And so I can understand why they come into something like this and they think, oh my gosh, this is not the best neighborhood, or I feel unsafe as an outsider. But I'm telling you, having grown up here, again, I never felt unsafe ever. And I walked these streets like with my friends late in the evenings, you know, we'd be out playing or just walking down the street to go to the store, and nothing ever happened to us, ever. And actually, like, the majority of people are very friendly. They're very warm. Like, they're not going to bother you if you're not bothering them. They're going to mind their own business. I don't know. You have a lot of like families that are being raised here. You have generations of people that have been here. So I don't know, if I feel like if you maybe are curious and you've never been to Segundo Barrio, it's safe for you to come and kind of like walk around and get a sense of the people yourself, because truly the people is what really makes this part of town so special. Like, somebody will talk to you, somebody will say hi to you, somebody will offer you help. Like, if you're struggling or anything, like, somebody will always offer help around here. There's like a big sense of community that perhaps is missing in other areas of the city. Okay, so we were trying to like walk around a little bit more in the neighborhood so we could show you some more. It was hard to find parking. We couldn't find parking, but we came to grab some coffee because we're like, what, less than 5 minutes away from Segundo Barrio. So we came to grab some coffee, and now we're going to sit down somewhere and enjoy our coffee and the view. And we decided to come to one of our favorite coffee shops here in El Paso. It is called Coffee Box. They have delicious coffee, and it's always nice to get a hot beverage and then walk across the street over to San Jacinto Plaza and just hang out, you know, taking the view, enjoy the nice breeze, the nice weather we're having right now. Okay, so I stopped by to get some coffee, and I bumped into Pedro here, and we were just chatting, and I asked him if he's familiar with Segundo Barrio.
Segundo Barrio is pretty cool. I like it out there. Nobody really messes with you. It's interesting, people out there and stuff like that. It's like anywhere else, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah. I don't mind it. I'm not needed from there, but I like it out there. It's all right.
Thank you so much. We'll see you later. So yeah, like as you can see from just the interactions we had with people, hopefully you got an opportunity to see that really Segundo Barrio is no different than any other neighborhood in, you know, like other cities. Going back there is a reminder of my roots. As far as being the worst hood, neighborhood. I even hate the word hood, but I don't believe so because it's like they're just decent human beings. And so you can judge for yourselves. I invite you to come and like walk through the streets, talk to the people, visit the businesses, eat at the little local restaurants, have a nice cup of coffee, and just, I don't know, you can judge for yourself.